Well, I haven't done this for a while. Okay, so we're talking about, again, my favorite issue, metheads. And I always said that, you know, remember when I was all upset? Not the first time, will be the last. It's a Scottish thing. But metheads never showed up in court. Never showed up in court. And there was about 10, 15 of them. They never bothered. I remember I was so upset. I emailed the chief of police, emailed ministers, say this is bullshit, because if Charles LeBlanc didn't show up in court, they'll be at my door in about 5 minutes. Or the black guy that works at the Victory, Brian Riccardi, they would say, oh, I know where that is. And then when the meth head is arrested, they say, oh, did you know there was a warrant out for your arrest about 2 months ago? So it's getting on a hand compared to, you know, the justice system and courts and the cops and everything. There's no really going after the issue of people that's on drugs. Anyway, something happened this morning beside Robbie McDonald that was in court at 1:30 this afternoon. And by the way, it's been adjourned till mid-June because the judge needs more time to reach a decision. More time! I was there, guilty. Okay, up that. We're gonna listen to something different here. Come on here.
Hi, my name is Matt Hunter.
Hold on. I'm supposed to. Oh, that's right. You're ready. I better be careful.
One Scottish to another.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Did I just say that? Go ahead.
So I had court today for Mr. Mike Humble. He was arrested for stealing from the Superstore. He was also up on 4 other charges today: stealing an iPad from Digital World, stealing from Costco, breach of probation, not showing up to court, and a violation of a curfew.
How would you know all that?
I was sitting in the courtroom today because I was subpoenaed as a witness to be there today. As a witness,
why were you a witness? Where did you work?
I was working at the Superstore, Atlantic Superstore, as a loss prevention officer,
okay.
And I witnessed Mike do the theft. So I was going to be subpoenaed to court for a witness for that, which hell it was today, was the trial. And I was told that if I did not show up to court, I would have a warrant for my arrest. So I made sure I was dressed nice, and I was there for 1 o'clock court this morning.
You redheads. You
yes.
dressed right?
Yes.
Oh.
So 1 o'clock rolls by, no Mike Humble in sight. 1:30 goes by, no Mike Humble in sight once again. I hear police officers in the defense behind me sitting in the pews discussing amongst them how they are going to find a way to bring Mike Humble to court so he doesn't get another warrant. So then I proceeded to hear 3 officers colluding with each other with their cell phones and over the radios to reach out to a police officer that was out on patrol to go to Mike Humble's personal residence, to wake him up, and to escort him to his court appearance today, at this point being well over an hour late to it. The reason why I came to do this video today is I think that's a massive injustice.
For my 30 viewers.
For your 30 viewers, and just for all Canadians alike. You know, we're all told that if we don't show up to court, we get a warrant. That's how the procedure should work. And now finding out that police are selectively helping out members of our community that I think don't deserve help when you have a laundry list of charges, not working and all this type of things, choose to be homeless like you always used to say. That if the public found out that we were getting police officers to take their time out from, instead of patrolling and looking for crime, deterring crime, investigating crime, they're actually driving the homeless population, choose to be homeless, back and forth to court to avoid further charges, is blatantly unfair. And me as a working man, I don't get that kind of preferential treatment, and I bet you there was a lot of warrants posted this week for people who didn't show up to court and didn't get that fair treatment. So I think it's an injustice. It's pissed me off as a redhead Scottish, and that's why I'm here talking to you today.
So what you're saying is, if a person, like, let's say, a person that doesn't have a car,
yep,
or doesn't have enough money for gas, what he could do is say, well, tell the cops to come and pick me up, and I'll have a ride in court, and then you can drive me back home.
But that wasn't the case, because I overheard the cops discuss that they had to go personally go get him. He did not call and state that he had no way to get there. Also, the programs in the city give free bus routes to these individuals. And you know, there are working people that have medical procedures, vacations, and life happens that, you know, sometimes court's inconvenient. What are we told as a working man? Figure it out, get to court. You got a date, you got to be there, or you get a warrant. That's the rules. That's how it always has been in Canada.
So the bottom line, and this guy was at the tiny homes.
Yep.
And they had to go way up there. And then they had to knock at the door, wake him up,
Yep.
say, come on, you need to go to court. And it's not right.
No, which then in turn made my appearance today take 3 hours, when what it should have been is, Mike Humble's not here, okay, warrant's issued, and I would have been let out of court probably a couple hours ago. But I had to sit around as a working citizen, wasting my time. I'm supposed to be at work right now, so I'm losing income not being at work right now. Because, well, Mike Humble doesn't have enough use.
So when did he show up? Show up in handcuffs?
No, he showed up with a police escort, no handcuffs or nothing, and he's probably getting a nice drive home right now in a squad car.
So the bottom line of this is...
Well, this, I would like to know if this was on the record as well. If the police officers did this transport through their system. Because I think that is illegal. In my opinion, I don't think you can use police services to chauffeur the homeless or choose to be homeless or drug addicts around to their court appearances. When Mike Humble was literally up on a charge today of missing court, so he has a pattern of it. So to only further embolden him.
Not only him, they all do.
Yes.
They all do.
So what kind of message does this send to the drug addicts and the choose to be homeless that, hey, don't worry, no matter what we do, the police will come and drive us straight to court?
Look at that. There's two choose to be homeless screaming and hollering there. No, I'm sorry I got distracted. No, so
I plan on lodging a complaint against the police now.
Is there a little complaint, a little conflict between you guys, enforcement, you call yourself again?
Yeah, I can't speak to that anymore because I'm officially going to be done with that job. I'm done with that.
You're done with the BS?
I'm done with the BS. I'm done. This is one example of where, yes, the choose to be homeless, the drug addicts, let's say the less productive in society seem to get a pass, while the working man gets the boot on the neck.
So you feel like the police are giving them a free ride?
Absolutely. If Charles LeBlanc or Matthew Hunter breaks into a home, we're doing jail time probably, or we're going to be taking that serious. If the choose to be homeless or a drug addict breaks into a home, well, like you say, all in your videos, they claim mental health or whatever other issues, and they get off with it. And I witness it through the courts daily in my work, where they throw these files and give them sweet deals with the prosecutors, but I see the working man constantly punished, and we don't get the same treatment.
It don't seem to be right.
It's not right. I think a society, we should reward those who contribute to society, don't break the law and are good, and definitely punish the ones who are committing crimes and are a scourge to society.
Being a redhead, Scottish redhead, you're pretty hardened up
Yes.
already. So this really made you, at first, you had this with an open eyes.
Yep.
That you were going to do your job, and this is great.
Yep.
And you even try to meet with the ministers and try to, trying to help the community on what's going on.
Yes.
But then you hardened up pretty quick.
I did, yes.
You realized that you weren't going to go nowhere.
No, exactly.
It's not good.
It's not good at all.
So, what's your solution?
Hopefully videos like this and word gets out there that all the warrants that were produced this week of people who had valid reasons or didn't and make it to court, that they get wind of this information and realize that, if you are a drug addict or choose to be homeless, you might get a personal chauffeur to court, but if you're a working man contributing to society, forget it. And hopefully that gets through the chain, and so we see some change, and maybe it's going to take a formal complaint, maybe it's going to take me doing a Freedom of Information request and actually getting paperwork and proof, physical proof, that Mike Humble was drove to court today.
We're not going to single out only Mike Humble because it's all...
For sure, but Mike Humble is the only one that I can speak to 100%.